And welcome to Backyard Bothy, where the two of us just talk shite all night, and you get to listen along and comment accordingly. Don't bother fact checking us because the chances are we'll be wrong. That's just the way it is. But all good nights in the Backyard Bothy start with a bottle of red. Tonight we've got a bottle of Pepper Tree Merlot from the Limestone Coast 2018. Really nice drop of red it is too. So cheers, mate. Here's to another great night in the Bothy.
Cheers, buddy. Cheers, everyone.
We'll get on to a lighter subject. The best decade of music, in your and my opinion. And we'll have differing opinions on this one. We won't agree.
Well, obviously, it's the 60s.
Well, obviously, it's not. So.
Oh, we all know what he's going to say. The 80s, right? Jesus Christ. Oh.
Well, it's not the 2020s, or the 2010s, or the 2000s.
I don't even know what music you had then.
Did you watch the halftime show at Super Bowl? Super Bowl?
I didn't.
My kids loved it. They thought it was the bee's knees.
Who was it?
I couldn't tell you, mate. 60s. Why the 60s, mate?
Well, you got the Kinks.
Who?
And the Who.
The Who?
The Beatles.
The Beatles.
The Stones.
The Stones. Just one best rock album at the Grammy. I mean,
The Doors.
The Doors. Yep. Oasis.
Yeah, right. Just it was just a time of life where anything was possible in the music industry, and it did become that.
When did Led Zeppelin land?
They were late 60s.
Late 60s.
Yeah. Brilliant as well.
So my favourite all-time album is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, which is a 60s album.
Not in the 80s.
No. Actually, I watched Cheap Trick do a redo of that whole album live.
Any good?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah. They're getting on too. They're a good 80s band. The 60s. Yeah, there were some good bands. There was some alright music.
I mean, is there anybody that had more bloody hits than the Beatles?
Yeah.
Who?
The Who. I don't think The Who.
No.
Rolling Stones?
Nah.
No? Not more hits? Elvis?
Maybe. Fact check that. I don't know.
70s and... Was he 70s and early 80s? Nah, he wasn't 80s.
He was 60s.
60s and 70s.
Yeah. Wasn't he on movies in the 50s, wasn't he?
Was he?
Oh, late 50s.
World's worst cowboy movies. Elvis movies.
And as Navy officer. Terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, those Hawaiians. Whew.
My mother-in-law and my mother
Loved them.
Loved Elvis.
I remember it was I only know it was 1977 because I remember it the first day I heard my mum crying.
Really?
Yep. I was like devastated. I was only young. I was only 9, 10 years old, and I was, Mum, what is it? Was it Elvis is died? Who? Elvis. I'm like, right. Is he our uncle?
Uncle
right.
Elvis?
He wasn't.
No, there's another uncle.
Yeah. So she was crying on the day that he died, that she heard. Yeah.
That's terrible.
It's quite emotional for her.
I used to eat a lot of peanut butter, and my mother used to tell me that deep-fried peanut butter and banana or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches killed Elvis. I'm not sure that's the truth.
Oh, I thought, didn't he die on the toilet?
Eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, deep-fried.
Oh,
I don't know.
See, I thought it was like a hamburger or something.
Could have been. Yeah. I think Mum was just trying to stop me to eating so much peanut butter. Didn't work. I still eat it.
Oh.
Peanut butter and tomato. That's the one.
Oh.
Fried peanut butter and tomato sandwich.
What's the other one? Peanut butter and jam.
Yeah, peanut butter and jelly. Yeah.
It goes off alright, actually.
Peanut butter and banana.
I thought the Yankees were like mental when I heard about jelly. What the hell is jelly? Jam. I'm like, oh. And I tried it and I went,
it's pretty good.
It has some merit.
Yeah.
It's alright. So
yeah. I'm gonna go home and get the plum jam out.
Yep. How did we get onto this? We're
talking
talking about music.
Elvis. My daughter spread peanut butter on apple slices the other day. I'm not sure about that.
Oh, what did you do camping?
That was peanut butter and tomato.
Oh.
That was good.
That was good.
In the waffle.
Really good. Yeah.
In the fire.
In the waffle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Superb.
Yeah.
Try it if you haven't tried it. It is great.
Peanut butter, tomato, waffle. Yeah.
Goes off.
Almost as good as cheese and baked beans. Pretty good in a waffle.
Very nice.
The 80s.
Yeah.
So the 80s,
Who you got? Bon Jovi. Blah, blah, blah.
How dare you?
Bloody, what's the other ones? The bloody, the pistol ones. Oh,
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
God. Oh, give me a break.
Yeah, and all
Give me a break,
all
man.
those other awful bands like Depeche Mode.
Ah, they were alright.
And
Duran Duran weren't
Duran, that was our next one. And your all-time favourite, Bay City Rollers.
The 70s. 70s,
Wow.
you
No,
bastard.
they had 80s as well.
Nah, they're no. They're the 70s.
I could what? That was in the 80s.
Yeah, but that wasn't the Bay City Rollers.
Wasn't
the
it?
Proclaimers.
Yeah. No, I know it wasn't
God.
Bay City Rollers.
Yeah, no, I didn't like the Proclaimers at the time, but now that I'm older, I respect what they did.
Yeah. Well, they did a lot more than we would ever know.
Yeah.
You would know. I wouldn't. They had 8 or 9 albums or something crazy.
Yeah, they were actually alright.
Yeah. But it wasn't just that. There was Madonna. There was Michael Jackson. There was Kim Carnes.
What?
Betty Davis.
But
There's Kim Wilde.
Madonna, what's happened to her?
Well, she's
She looks
aged.
younger than she did in the 90s.
She's aged ungracefully, mate. It is what it is.
Ugh.
We've all aged ungracefully. Look at us.
Madonna, stop it, please.
Madonna, you'll always be the sexiest woman ever. Always.
Maybe
No.
only from
No.
Desperately Seeking Susan.
No.
She was pretty hot then.
Well, she might have been, but she was.
Or when she done Lucky Star.
Yeah, she should have done a duet with Prince. Because he was sort of the male version of Madonna.
What?
Little Red Corvette and all those.
No,
Remember he had that?
wasn't.
They both had those books.
You think he was the... No.
He was only little, wasn't he?
He was only like 5'1" or something.
Was he?
Yeah, something 5'1", 5'2".
Shorter than us.
I don't fact check that. I don't know. He might have been.
He was great. He could play the guitar, he could dance, he could sing. He was brilliant.
You know, he had that thing about purple, didn't he?
Yes.
Who else had the thing about purple?
Purple Alvin? Alvin Purple.
No. From the 60s. He
Alvin?
died. Best guitarist ever.
Ah, Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix. He was like the poppy version of
Don't
Jimi
fact
Hendrix.
check that, because I'm not sure that he was the greatest guitarist ever. He was
was.
the greatest upside down left-handed guitarist ever.
I tell you what.
Eddie Van
I
Halen was
heard-
the best guitarist ever.
No, he wasn't. I heard a story, and it was I'm not sure. Don't fact check this. It was Glastonbury, I think.
All right.
And he went on, and I can't remember who was going on after it. It might have been The Who, and they were like shitting themselves because he totally took over the show, and whoever it was after, The Who or somebody else, they were like, fucking thanks very much, man. Going on after that, how the fuck do you expect this to go?
You
Jesus,
can't.
because
You
he was
can't.
so good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now he was just, yeah, he's got to be up there with the
He does.
top 5 best
Certainly.
guitarists
He
in
would
the world.
He would definitely be in the top 100 of all time. Absolutely. Top 100 upside down left-handed guitarist
No,
of all
no,
time.
He was freaking unbelievable. I mean,
was. He was unique.
I love Led Zeppelin, and I love Jimmy Page,
Yep.
but he got nothing on that dude. Nothing.
See, the 70s into the 80s had Pink Floyd.
Yeah. Yeah, but it
Brilliant.
was slower music. It wasn't like,
No, but Dire Straits into the
Yeah.
80s.
yeah, Mark Knopfler.
It wasn't all just hair metal.
Yeah, Knopfler was alright. I didn't mind him. He was alright. I didn't mind, is it Gary Moore?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Thin Lizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good. He was
Thin
very
Lizzy are back together. Scotty.
I thought they were called something else.
Yeah, they were called Black Star Riders, but
Yep.
they've split. Black Star Riders and Thin Lizzy have rejoined. Because he was one of the originals, or one of the early ones. Don't fact check that. And, so they've gone their separate ways, Scotty and the rest of the band. But, yeah, great band, Thin Lizzy.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So, tell me more about the 80s and
Well-
why they are the best.
Well, it's just You only have to look at the videos from those days, and there was actual. You look at Michael Jackson; it was a production.
Yeah, but did you just say you only have to look at the videos?
Yeah.
When you think videos started, the 80s or
70s.
the late 70s.
Yeah. Into
Because
the
I mean,
80s. It gave
we
a
can't
whole
see
new.
any proper decent videos in this like early 70s and the bloody 60s.
No, if you look at the Beatles videos, they were all just standing still with a microphone and a guitar, singing. Pretty boring.
That was cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
They were the coolest things ever.
Yeah, that was
they
cool.
changed music.
Yeah,
forever.
for sure.
Fleetwood Mac, they were pretty good. And then you had those people with fantastic voices.
Who?
Whitney Houston.
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Yep.
I went to Benidorm in Spain in 1987 with Pal, and all they played was Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
And you'd think I'd lose myself because I was a punk. I was into punk, and I was like, "Fuck, this is shit." I loved it. It was brilliant. She was fantastic. Best looking woman ever.
No.
Yeah. Whitney Houston.
No, not the best looking woman ever.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
Yep.
she was attractive. No doubt about
Yep.
that. Janet Jackson was an attractive lady. Madonna is the sexiest woman of all time.
Nah. What? I don't even know you anymore.
No. Not many of our watchers, if we have any, will, don't fact check that, will know of this guy, but the guy with the best voice in the 80s was John Farnham.
He had a good voice.
No, he had a great voice. No, he did.
It was kind of mum and auntie music, wasn't it?
How dare you? Wash your mouth out.
It was. It was mum and auntie music.
He rewrote and sang the Beatles like it should have been sung the first time round. But look, that's just my opinion. I was
Farnham.
I was wrong once. Yeah, watch him sing Help.
Have you seen me sing Help?
I have. It's not the same. It's more like the Beatles version.
Thank you.
But when was British punk born? 70s?
75.
Yeah, into the 80s. The Cars.
Cars. They're not punk.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
They were. Rockabilly punk.
Oh my god. You do not know your genres, do you? They were
What
not
would you-
rockabilly punk.
What would you call them?
New wave.
New Wave.
Yeah, they're not rockabilly punk. What is rockabilly punk?
I made that up.
The Stray Cats.
Made that up. Fact check that. Stray Cats.
Yeah.
Maybe that's who I meant.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the argument's won. The 80s definitely had,
No,
had it
man.
over. Aretha Franklin, she could sing a bit.
Ah, but
She had pipes.
she was like before the 80s.
Yeah, but she was also in the 80s.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she was like an old woman in the 80s.
Oh, how dare you?
She was.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the Blues Brothers, when was that?
That was the 70s,
79.
maybe. Yeah.
She was old then. She was.
Good movie.
Yeah, great movie.
Rhythm
Great
and
movie.
Blues Review.
Fantastic.
Yeah, one of the best.
A boom, 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 boom. Oh, I love that song. John Lee Hooker.
Next movie night,
Brilliant.
Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a good movie.
Let's do all the Brothers movies. We'll do Blues Brothers, and then we can do Step Brothers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brother, Where Art Thou?
Right, I don't know that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the Coen brothers.
Is it?
Yes.
Right, okay.
So that's another brothers.
Yeah, we'll watch that. That sounds good. I love the Coen Brothers.
Yeah, they're good.
They make good movies.
Very good.
Yeah. We'll have to do top 5 movies one night.
That would
Yeah.
be good.
So do we agree? It's the 80s.
How can you say that, man?
I just did.
Who in the 80s can match the Beatles?
Kiss.
Oh my god.
Kiss changed music. Now they were 70s as well, but Aerosmith, they were 70s as well.
You've got no one.
Yeah, I have.
You got nothing.
Oh, I've got heaps. Michael Jackson.
He was the 70s as well.
Well, as a very young, as one of the part of the Jackson 5, but when he was huge.
Yeah. I'm just getting the feeling.
Oh,
I'm just
we've-
getting the feeling that you don't know what you're talking about.
we've forgotten the greatest band of all time that definitely had more hits than the Beatles
Who?
and usurps the Beatles in every way. Queen.
Oh, yeah, Queen. Very good band.
Freddie Mercury.
And he was mostly 80s, wasn't he?
70s and 80s, but yeah. I mean,
70s and 80s. Yeah.
he was the greatest singer.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
At Band Aid, when they had that concert.
Yeah.
And all these best of the best, U2,
Oh, we haven't even talked about you too.
Simple Minds.
Simple Minds, another 80s band.
Scottish. Jim
Wow.
Kerr. Used to go out with Patsy Kensit. Actually,
Really?
used to go out with
Haven't seen
Chrissy
Pit-
Hind.
Wow.
And we used to see him when we went down to Queensferry.
Right.
And he'd be around there with Chrissy Hind.
Right.
And then he dumped her ass
Really?
for Patsy freaking Kensit.
I don't know,
And
Patsy
then
Kensit.
she dumped him for bloody, is it Noel or Liam Gallagher?
Oh, really?
She's out.
She'd be older than Noel. Or they were a 60s band, though, the Oasis.
She was much younger than Jim Kerr.
Right, I don't know her.
Yeah,
Patsy.
Patsy Kensit. We saw her in a movie the other day there. She was shit.
Mm.
Patsy Kensit. That's all I can say about that.
Then the 90s came along, and Nirvana just fucked music.
Brilliant.
No.
Nirvana.
No.
Pearl Jam.
No, Pearl Jam are good.
Bloody the Counting Crows.
Soundgarden, they're all
Brilliant.
good. Nirvana.
Who is Karma Police?
Karma Chameleon.
No, Karma Police. Who done Karma Police?
Don't know. We haven't talked about the Police.
The Police, they were good.
70s and 80s band. Mainly 80s.
Mainly, yeah.
They were brilliant.
They were good.
Loved the
But
Police.
he had some strange songs.
Mm.
You know, like strange songs.
You know who we haven't talked about? Who was pretty good with the different coloured eyes?
Who? Oh, Bowie.
Yeah. Well,
But he was
you
60s,
say Bowie.
70s and 80s.
And 90s.
Yeah.
And 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That man just kept going.
He was brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I loved Bowie.
Look up the story about him and Slash's mum.
Slasher.
Slash. You know Slash
Oh,
from
yeah,
Guns N'
yeah,
Roses.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, him and his mum were good friends.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
Well, I don't want to say it in case I get fact checked. It was in Slash's book though, so must be
Oh.
true-ish.
Oh, what about the song Bowie and Queen made?
Yeah, Under Pressure.
Brilliant song.
Great song.
And they just made it up on spec.
Yeah. Yep.
When you got two superstars like that, anything can happen.
Just like Bowie and Mick Jagger
Yeah.
dancing in the streets.
Yeah, but the dancing,
This-
the dancing was like really, really bad.
It was. Yeah.
With the stupid coats on.
So when was Ziggy Stardust? That was the 70s.
No. Ziggy Stardust was 74.
70s.
Why
don't we-
But the one he sang, what was it? Space Oddity. That was 69. I think.
Why don't we meet in
Don't
the
fact
middle?
check me.
Why don't we meet in the middle and agree that the 70s rocks?
70s did rock
It did.
because all those bands
Flowed into the 60s.
flowed into the 70s.
And a lot of the
all other bands,
70s.
70s to the 80s.
Yeah. So we agree on that? 70s.
Yeah,
All right.
I can agree on the 70s
All right. 70s and 80s.
and 60s.